I'm trying to think. I'm going through my list in my head of what um so kind of what will, as you currently read it right now, kind of going topical on this one. What will be, as you read the energy right now, what will be kind of the outcome of the conflict that is happening in Ukraine?
Depends what you do now.
Yeah.
Depends what you do now. There's many different possible outcomes. We're not going to make a prediction in that way because that situation is still crystallizing. It's not fully settled in yet. So even though it looks like an objective thing is happening, that's just how it's being portrayed. In actuality, the patterns that are making it up have not yet densified. They're still in flux. They're still moving around. They're still shifting, taking their cues based off of all of you. So it depends on how all of you feed energy into that situation. Feeding fear and conflict and judgment into that situation will only produce outcomes that are of those qualities. Projecting peace and love and acceptance and joy and safety and happiness into that situation will produce outcomes that are connected to those qualities. So it depends on what you do. Now, when we say you, we're not just talking about your civilization. We're talking about you, specifically you, because as you know, all experiences are generated by you. So we're referring to you here.
Yeah, I've been.
You determine what happens.
Well, the first couple of days, I was in kind of more of a fear state, and then I remembered a lot of what you've taught and what the Bashar has taught, and like other various teachers that I've listened to, and I went into more of a neutral state about the whole experience, and I've been just more observing and less being in a fear state about the whole situation.
All right, and that's helping. That's assisting.
Yeah. No, I've been. I know. As we all ascend and raise our vibration and our frequency to a higher level, these sort of things will go away as a whole.
Yes.
Is the window of contact still set towards the end of 2023, or is that constantly in like shifting?
It's shifting in many ways. It's likely you will begin to experience deeper phenomenons of contact within about 5 years. Based off our assessments. It depends on what you do. It depends really on how you use this year. This year is a powerful determining year for many different things. So if the momentums we're observing continue, it's likely within 5 years you will have a much deeper relationship as a people to which you call open contact. So it's accelerating much more quickly than anticipated, which is very exciting for us.
That's very cool. In what ways would it be advantageous, or in the version of Earth that's already starting to have open contact with the Greater Federation and everything, what way have they transformed their energy systems?
They have done work on the planetary chakras in a way that has shifted the qualities of collective consciousness in a manner that is auspicious, not just for open contact, but global awakening and ascension. They have also purged themselves personally of energies of what you would call negativity and negative limitation. So individuals have chosen to release these things that are, in a sense, holding them back, and they have chosen to bless their planet, their communities, their families, one another, the world. So it starts as a snowball. A few people really commit and begin to do this. More people join them, and that makes it easier for everyone to get on board, whether they're conscious of it or not. So those are the things we have noticed on those versions of Earth where contact is happening. Because if you do not achieve those things, you will not be a vibrational match for contact. Because if you see others in your reality as being perhaps lesser than, if you see others in your reality as being something other than the divine, then how could you possibly accept extraterrestrials? They are, in a sense, the ultimate other.
Yeah.
So that's one thing that's important. And if you see your Earth as a negative, destructive place and you treat it as such, how could you ever interact positively with beings from other worlds if you judge your own world as some type of sinful and fallen place?
No.
So blessing your world, presenting positive, loving energies to the major centers of your world, says vibrationally that you are ready to receive beings from other worlds. So all of these things must, of course, first come from within. Because if you judge your own inner world, how could you ever bless the outer world? If you judge your own inner self, how could you bless the other selves that you see? So it starts with you. From you, that energy builds and it expands to the earth level. And from the earth level, it then expands into what you would call the cosmic level.
That's that's pretty much what I thought, but I just wanted to kind of have that confirmation.
Yes. Well, congratulations. You're on the money. Follow that train. Or better yet, get on board that train.